Dirac, born on 8th August 1902 in Bristol in United Kingdom, died on 20th October 1984 in Florida in USA. Paul Dirac said scientific progress is measured in units of courage and not intelligence. Paul Adrian Maurice Dirac was an English theoretical physicist who is regarded as one of the most significant physicists of the 20th century. Dirac made fundamental contributions to the early development of both quantum mechanics, and quantum electrodynamics. Among other discoveries, he formulated the Dirac equation, which describes the behavior of fermions and predicted the existence of antimatter. Antimatter is nearly 10 times more powerful than the most powerful nuclear weapons. 10 times more powerful than the most powerful nuclear weapons. 10 times more powerful than the most powerful nuclear weapons. Due to the fact that the nuclear reactions only release 10% of the energy created as the blast itself. But antimatter being antimatter gives all 100% as the explosion. Dirac shared the 1933 Nobel Prize in Physics with Erwin Schrödinger for the discovery of new productive forms of atomic theory. He also made significant contributions to the reconciliation of general relativity with quantum mechanics. Dirac was regarded by friends and colleagues as unusual in character. In a 1926 letter to Paul Ehrenfest, Albert Einstein wrote of Dirac, I have trouble with Dirac. This balancing on the dizzying path. Who said? Albert Einstein. This balancing on the dizzying path. Who said? Albert Einstein. This balancing on the dizzying path between genius and madness is awful. Genius and madness is awful. In another letter, Albert Einstein said, he wrote, I don't understand Dirac at all. Compton effect. He was the Lucasian professor of mathematics at the University of Cambridge, was a member of the Center for Theoretical Studies, University of Miami, and spent the last decade of his life at Florida State University. Paul Dirac said, scientific progress is measured in units of courage, not intelligence. All this time, people are telling it is in scientist is intelligence. This is the first time Paul Dirac said the truth, which is very close to the divine. Paul Dirac said, truth which is very close to the spirituality, very close to the God, and it is God itself. Paul Dirac said scientific progress measured in units of courage, units of not intelligence. Throughout our time when we are practicing, we have been taught and we practice. If we do not have the spirit, techniques is of no use. If we do not have the spirit, techniques is of no use. If we have the spirit, techniques follows. Spirit is very important. Spirit is important. Techniques can release only 10% of the energy. But spirit is antimatter. Antimatter is nearly 10 times more powerful than the most powerful nuclear weapons. No more powerful than most powerful. Spirit is very, very important. Spirit. Any child has got a spirit. It shows 100 is 100 and not 99 at all. And spirit, scientific progress measured in units of courage. Courage is nothing but spirit. Spirit is spirituality. Spirituality is divine and is very close to God. Spirit is love. Love in its purest form, ozone form. Love is the purest form which comes from your parent, from your mother and father, from grandfather, and from your family tree, from your joint family, existence of your mother earth, with the land which you loved and created the family tree. Scientific progress is measured in units of courage, not intelligence. Morning when my kids came, here I first asked, did you drink water? Did you practice? Did you do 10 Surya Namaskar? When you drink water, It empties the stomach. Drinking water 2 to 3 to 4 to 5 glasses of water morning as you get up. It flushes out the whole system. When it flushes out the whole system, purity flows into it. Then whatever you speak is the gospel of truth. Otherwise, keeping the dirt in your stomach, keeping the dirt inside, when you speak, nonsense come. And whatever you try to tell, you will also hear only nonsense from the people. And doing Surya Namaskar, when you do Surya Namaskar, 10 times you do Surya Namaskar, in 10 days it becomes 100 days. When you do it, it becomes 1,000 days. You know, 10,000. When you do 10,000 times, you have to get it 1 lakh times. Yes, it keeps moving. It's just Purnamada, just to add a zero, a Purnamada. That is courage. The Purnamada, Purnamida, Purnamuda, Purnasya, Purnamadaya, Purnameva, Shishyade. Purna, a circle is 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 a circle. A circle is small or a medium or large, it's still called a circle. Rose is a rose, a rose is a rose, a rose is a rose. The rose is a rose. If rose tries to become a lily, then that's a problem. That is the courage Paul Dirac was trying to tell. So when you do your Surya Namaskar, you got your energy. You are done your basic strategy in the morning itself. Then wherever you go, you respect it. When you done your Surya Namaskar, then you touch the Mother Earth. When you touch your Mother, you would intend to walk. You intend to walk to your land. When you walk into your land, when you walk into with the courage, what you got it. The courage is the follow-ups. When you did the early morning, first you did the foundation, your duty. Otherwise, when you do not do your duty, you take your duty for granted. People also take you. The whole world takes you for granted. Then you never get answer for any questions. This is the connecting link with Paul Dirac said, scientific progress measured in units of courage. When you walk into the land, I told my children, when you walk into your own land, you have a land. When you walk into your own land, then you feel, why don't I grow? I grow a lemon plant. I grow the things what is needed for the kitchen. And then it is the medicinal plants. And then you wanted to have your flowers, varieties of flowers for you to do your puja, your God. And when you do your puja, when you grow your flowers, and you have the medicinal plant, and you have the kitchen plants, kitchen vegetable plants in your garden, in your land, automatically, who will come? The butterfly will come. Even my head start falling down. Butterflies will come. Sing the butterflies. Small gobuchis, small sparrows, and small birds will come. They all sing beautiful song. Sing the song. Even the wind will come. What wind will do? No, wind will blast your house and take it off. When sing all these plants, the wind will dance, and the plants will dance the wind, and nothing will happen to your building. When it is empty, it is bare. Stagnant water stinks, flowing water, fresh water. When you're flowing with your land, it's so beautiful. The wind will come, and when you pour the water into the plants, it evaporates and creates a cloud. And clouds, the wind will never take the cloud far away. It will stop right in front of your land, and then it will fall into your land. You get rainwater, and in the rainwater, that is ozone water you collect and you drink. It is medicinal. Rainwater falls right into your land. That is the beauty of that courage. From that courage, when rainwater falls, you collect the rainwater, you store the rainwater. Yes. And a person who takes anything and everything from a person and never returns anything back is called a robber. When you collect the rainwater, you convert it into the drip irrigation, put it back into the same land when you drink, and even what you eat is good. And what you go to the toilet, it stinks. Now you understand the fresh vegetable, the fresh milk when you eat, even the stools doesn't stink. Can you see the baby children? The stools do not stink. It is from the mother's milk which is coming pure. Even urine doesn't stink. Later on, our urine and stools start stinking because we are not in deep intimate relationship with the nature. That is courage what is trying to do. And when you put it back into the land, it evaporates, and then together there is power. Who can stop you from that courage, from that spirit? Spirit is very close to spirituality. If you have the spirit, all intelligence follows you, all techniques follows you. Scientific progress is measured in units of courage. Paul Dirac said, scientific proof measured in units of courage, not intelligence. Intelligence antimatter is nearly 10 times more powerful than most powerful nuclear weapons due to the fact nuclear reactions only release 10% of the energy. Intelligence is only release 10% of the energy created the blast itself. Now, intelligence only released 10% of the energy. 10% created the blast itself. But courage antimatter being antimatter. Courage is antimatter. Antimatter is being antimatter gives all 100% is the explosion. All 100% is the explosion. When you write the examination, 100 is 100. That is antimatter. That is the blast of your courage. Courage is spirit and very close to God, and the God is your love with your land. And one follows another, and you are scientists of your own. With your spirit, you are scientifically built up. Your mind and your body and your eyes, which you feel, which is becoming very conscious, and you follow up. And you follow up what you do every day morning without you missing, putting the saliva into your eyes and drinking 5 glasses of water, brushing your teeth, taking your fingers to press the gums, and then you blow out your nostril, you do a stomach pumping, anuloma viloma surya namaskar. You are done your best to walk into your land, and when you walk into the land, the flowing water is fresh water, stagnant water stinks. It doesn't stagnate, it doesn't stinks. It is only purity. Paul Dirac said scientific progress is measured in units of courage, not intelligence. This is my 216th short discourse.